So this is the part 6. So we are actually diving into what we are actually diving into the course now. The um, the what is it called? Let us go through what we did previously. Like I said, this is yesterday's structure, and today's structure breaks it down like this. And Asian ends below it. We do what? We sell. Okay, so the second one is this. If there is a break today, this is today's market. There's a break, right? There's a break like this, right? And during the Asian section, the Asian section, it's later broke up again. What you do is that, and the Asian ends up, right? What you do is that we do what? We look for SMT, like I showed you, and what sell it from there. Can sell it from there again. If this movement reach this place that same day, ọjọ́ yẹn gangan, you can sell it from there again. Can you see? So now let us go into uh, the practical of this. Now see this one. What's there? This is what is there. 7 p.m. right? 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. Can you see? Now what do we have there? What do we have there? This is what we have there. So, uh, you know that, like, let me tell you something. Some brokers don't give accurate candle. You understand? They don't give accurate candle, but most important thing is that we should use headway. Headway is the good. It gives the accurate candle. So we have this one as well. So now let us look at what happened. Let's look at what happened here. Let us look at what happened here. Let us look at the time: 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. This is 12 a.m. candle. So this is where the day stops. This is the bridge between the day. Now what now happen? What now happen? Okay, bah, you now say what? Look at what happened. What happened was that what? What happened was that it did what? It broke below. It broke below. Check it. It broke below it. This is it. It broke it. It broke below it. Can you see that this one, this 3 a.m., this 3 a.m. That is to say, today breaking yesterday's low, right? That is a sell confirmation. When it has given that, what's the next thing to do? You'll be anticipating for a sell, right? Now, look at what Asian did. Asian did what? Asian did this break up like this up. When Asian did, can you see? Because Asian from around 12 a.m. That's when Asian starts. That's daylight saving. Do you understand? So now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Asian ends here. Asian ends in this candle. Can you see that it is ending above the sell here? It's ending. This one is above. Is it below? No, it's above. When it ends above like that, eh? So what will you do? You wait for SMT. If it didn't give you SMT here, smart money, like I told you, candle sweep and 15-minute break of structure for confirmation to take a sell. Then what will you do? You do what? You actually wait for it to come down below this place. Can you see? When it get there, let us see the candle that mitigates it. It was this candle. It was this candle that broke it. This candle, when it broke it, then this candle what mitigate. Can you see? The meaning of break is that candle closing below or above that place. And if it's a sell, candle closing below. But if it's a buy, candle closing above, right? So, but you are having a sell here. So this candle is closing below that place. As it is actually closing below that place, you know, the next candle will mitigate. Why did the next candle mitigate this place? It's because the sell was here. The sell happened here. When the sell actually happened there, then the candle will do what? We actually mitigate that place and what? And sell. And do what? And sell. Can you see that it's sold? You are done with your 40 pips. So do you understand it now? Now let us go to the next one. The next one goes thus. This is the next one. Like I've always said, always master your candle, because if you don't understand your candles, then you cannot understand the market. So this is a daily candle. This is a daily candle, right? So now this is yesterday's daily candle. This one is yesterday. This one is yesterday daily candle. So now let me now tell you something, because there are types of entries. So that is why I've taught you two entry types. The next entry type is what? This. Now, every day before you actually trade in the morning, the first thing that you do is what? Mark the eye of the candle and the low of the candle, of the daily candle. Do you understand? So now, like in the morning, if you have it like this, you have it like this, you know, this is the second day. This is the second day movement. So the second day movement will do what? We actually is what we are actually doing what? Observing today. The second, like, you know, this is the previous day candle. So this H1, this is H1 movement for the second day, next day. And it did like this. Now, what did he do? He actually broke what? He broke this candle. He broke this daily candle eye. I'm coming, let me. I want to make it clearer than that. Right? He broke this candle, daily candle eye. He broke it. Wow. After he broke it, Asian section ends above, right? It ends above this place, right? It ends above the place. What you will do is the what? What you do is what? You go down to the 15 minutes. 15 minutes for entry. 15 minutes. You know that this is the H1, H4. You see all this movement, all this movement. The major time frame for all this movement is 4 hours, H4, and the minor time frame is what? H1. So when you are doing this H4, H1 like that, stay very much on H4 time frame, than H1 time frame. I'll tell you when to use your H1. Do you understand? Now the first thing you actually do is what? Go down to the 15 minutes, M15, right? When you go down to the 15 minutes, there's something called open and close. We have open and close. Open and close area means, look at it oh, it consists of two candles. It consists of how many candles? Two candles. When you have your two candles like that, look at what I'm saying. Look at what I'm saying. So do you know this candle? This was where it closed. This was where it closed. Right? This candle, this was where this is the week. This was where it closed. So it is starting from this place, right? You can have a week like this. So where is the open and closed candle? You know this is the close of this candle and this is the open of this candle. So the nearest open and close, the one that you first see, that will be your entry point. Do you understand? The one that you first see on the 15 minutes after H4 section is done with its paparazzi. So the first open and close 15 minutes candle that you see, that will be your entry point. So now, had it been the okay, this is it. So this you are done with the 15 minutes like that. Had it been this is the 15 minutes. This is the 15 minutes. 15 minutes, right? And let us have the H1. Sorry. Let's have the H1. H1. H1 candle, right? We have the H1 candle. So when we have the H1 candle, so this is what you do. Check on the H1 first. If you see nearest open and close on the H1 before the 15 minutes, the H1 might come first. Do you understand? Before the 15 minutes. So that is why you have to be very, very observant to go to check the H1 first, right? So if you not see any nearest open and close in the on the H1, then you go to the 15 minutes to check the nearest open and close. So the second entry that I actually go for is what? The what? Like the V, no sorry, the N, like this. It looks like this, like triangle, like you see something like this. That is the last pullback. Do you understand? So that is the last pullback on the either H1 or the 15 minutes. You see something like this there. So when you see something like that, like what I actually mean is that after the like after this Asian section is true. So ibi tẹ́tí máa wò is the nearest tó pé it can end at in any way. So this is where you get your entry and you target 50 pips profit or 40 pips. I mean, you can go for 40 pips, but 40 pips is the safest. Do you understand? So now the second one, the second one is this. The second one is this, right? The second one is this. H4 candle, the day one candle, right? This is the day candle, the day ti parí. Now we've marked the high and the low of the daily candle and it's did what? Did like this, right? Do you understand? It came here and the Asian section, like during the Asian section, it tapped on the daily candle here. Can you see this place tapping on that place? So the Asian section end like this without breaking this high. So where is our inducement? This is our inducement. Yeah. Don't buy in any 15 minute, nearest 15 minute or nearest 1 hour open and close or nearest structure. No. Where you buy is what? You know, this was where the day begin, right? Today begin. What you do is what? Mark that place. like that. Mark it because there will be one open and close or any structure there sha. It will actually come there, wait for it to come here, then you do what? Buy. Can you see it? Now the next one is this. The next one is this. The next one is this. This one daily candle, right? This one daily candle and daily candle. We mark the high and the low and high of the daily candle. And this is what the daily candle did. This is what it did, right? This is what today did. Bam, right? When it did like that, the next thing we will do is what? We will observe what the Asian have for us. Then the Asian did what? Tapped on this place and did what? And the Asian stopped, it ends here. Where's our inducement? This is our inducement. People actually thought because it broke yesterday's high and it broke yesterday's high that it will buy. It has bought from there. The next thing it will do what? It will sell. It will want to sell. So do this one, don't wait for the sell to come. Don't wait for the sell because what it will do is that what? Below this place, below this place, below this place, there's Asian section there. There's Asian section. So go below the Asian section. That is where the entry. But what you do is what? Wait for SMT. Like I taught you. Like the candle sweep. Previous candle and this candle sweeping the previous candle. Why you sweep the previous candle, right? That is to say it must have broken this low 15 minutes. So you enter for sell. So it will sell down to this place. It might be 50 pips or 60 pips, but target 40 pips. Do you understand? So that you should not be in the market all day. So when it get to this place, it can buy, it will buy, depending on how the market is. Do you understand? So that is how many have I explained now? I explained how many now? Three. This is the first one. This is the first one. One, right? This is two, and this is what? Three. You have to understand. You have to understand this theory. You have to understand it. Do you understand? So now let us go to the. So this is the next stage. This is a part 8. Now let us now move to the next one. There. Let's move to the next one. There. Now next one is this. All know that everything I'm doing, I'm representing all this thing with candles, with structures. I mean structure. You do understand the structure. Now next one we have here is this is what this type H4 versus H1. Have it at the back of your mind that anything I'm doing is what have like okay. I need been this is the daily to turn by daily to turn by like this represents a daily candle, right? This is a daily candle like that. So now the daily candle is what is actually playing the role of what a solid one candle, and 4 hours is playing the role of 4 hours candles, and H1 is playing the role of H1 candles. So like I said, that this is the structure. Now, if there is a sell, had it been yesterday's candle, this one, this daily candle, what will end the buy, and 1 hour gave us a sell, right? it gives us a sell, right? When it gives us a sell, 4 hours, 4 hours candle, you know, it will look like this. The 4 hours candle will look like this, will look like this, but the H1 candle will look like this. It ends here, right? And it broke. This breaking like this is how the 4 hours will look like. Do you understand? So now, and the H1 broke up, it will look like this. Bam. Can you say this high was yesterday's high, right? This break is today's break. This break is today's break, and this high was yesterday's high. This high was today's break, right? And what now happen is that it is still inside the daily range candle, it's still inside, kò ì tíì jáde, kò ì tíì jáde. Do you understand? So what you do is what? You respect the H4 candle in respect of this one candle, H1 candle. Please disrespect the H1 candle because H1 candle doesn't have power like H4 candle. Do you understand? So when you have it like this, don't say okay because it has sold it like it wants to sell in the H1. As long as it is still inside the daily range, inside that daily candle, it's still inside that daily candle. Do you understand? So when the Asian ends like that, still inside the daily candle. When the Asian ends like that, do you know it will this one too will end like that. So what you do is that the 50% of that place, that is where it broke, where it gave a sell, put your entry there. It will do what? It will buy because of what? Why is it buying? It's because this 4 hours gave us a market shift, right? H4 market shift is deep, is big, is what stronger than H1 break of market structure. So do what? Put your entry there in the 50%. The 50%, when you see the 50%, you must mark where it broke itself. So do what? Buy from there. Do you understand? Let me do it. Let me do it again for you. This is how it is. This is the daily candle. This is the daily candle. Everything I'm drawing here, you have to draw it to write it down. Listen to what I say very well. Do you understand? So and you should understand it. Ọjọ́ ti tán. Now we've drew our candle, right? We've actually marked the high and the low. Right now, this H1 candle, H1 candle, right? So it end here. H1 end here. Do you understand? So wait, let me make this week longer. I want to make this week longer so that you can have space. You can have space like that. Hold on. This is the week, so like that. So and the H1 broke down, right? The H1 broke down like that. Do you know that it has given us a sell? The ọjọ́ ti end in Dubai. This is another day candles and it broke down a sell. We are supposed to sell, to be candid. But now what now happens is that H4, H4 is a big candle, right? It's a bigger candle. Now let me demonstrate. It will look like this in the H4. H1, H1, sorry. H Let me draw it outside the box. H1, H4, H1, H1. So the H4 will look like this. The H4 will look like this. the H4 will look like this, right? The H4 will look like this. Then do you know that this place will be yesterday's high? So eléyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ léni èní ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Do you understand? So this break to now break up, right? And Asian ends like that. Asian will end up there. The 1 hour two will be showing what? Like this. You know that it indicates a sell. You are supposed to sell, but because it is inside that daily candle, ó ṣì wà nínú daily candle yẹn, you will not sell it. What we will do is that we will what? After the Asian ends, we will mark the 50%. Mark the 50% of what? Of this market shift, because it's a market shift. Don't look for any 15 minutes, first 15 minute open and close. Don't look for it. Don't look for any for close H1 candle. Very no. Go for the 15%, 50%. So and that 50%, look under it, you see this sell close. You see it's indicated a sell for before going up. Mark it. So hence that place will be your entry point. The market will definitely come here and do what? And buy. So that is that about that. Now this is the next one for the daily. You understand? So this is the next one. The next one is this. This is a daily candle. This is a daily candle. A daily candle. Daily candle, right? And we have something like this. We have something like this in the daily candle. We have something like this in the daily candle. We have something like this in the daily candle. The daily candle is what? Is like this, and the structure. See, let me tell you something. Stay more on the H4 structure than the H1 structure, please. And the H4 structure gave us a what? The day ends here. Gave us a MS, right? Right? Still inside this yesterday's candle. And the next thing that will happen is what? The Asian ends like this. Inside this Asian that it ends like this. You know that this was where yesterday stopped. Enilele from this place. Bam. Can you see? So when Asian ends like this, daylight saving time, it ends 2 o'clock. Non-daylight saving times, it ends 11 o'clock. So when it ends like this, bam, the next thing you do is what? Do you know that it has exceeded the let me draw the let me replicate the same stuff here. Do you know that it has exceeded the 50%? The 50%, the 100, from year to year, the middle will be the 50%. Do you know that it has exceeded the 50% of this market shift? When it has exceeded the 50% of the market shift, what you actually look for is what? The 15 minute closest open and close. 15 minutes closest open and close, or 15 minutes or one H1 open closest open and close, or structure. Like I said previously, that is what you look for. That is where the entry will be, because that is what it will happen. That is what will happen. Do you understand? So it will do what? It will buy from there. Watch the video again. So what I'm trying to say, the H4 ends below the 50% of this place. From this place to this place is 100%. The middle is the 50%. Do you understand? So if the Asian ends inside the 50%, below the 50%, look for the closest 15 minutes, or closest 15 minutes, or what closest 1 hour, closest structure, or closest open and close. You do what? Buy it from there. It must sweep. I did be okay. This movement. This is the candle now. A cell candle, right? H4 cell candle that ends like that. That ends like that. So uh, it ends close your leg. What happened? So what happened now? I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So it ends like that. So uh, it ends like that. Can you see? So when it ends like that, sorry, when it ends like that, this is the Asian candle, right? Asian candle till end. So below this place, below this place, below this candle, below this place, the London candle will do what? Sweep. So that is to say it mitigated one open and close area or structure there. So it will now what? To buy, to go up. Do you understand it? So the same thing that is meant for a buy trend is the same thing that use on a sell trend. Do you understand? So I don't want this video to be very, very, very long. That is why I'm actually focusing on one direction. The same thing that happens on one direction. So use 40 pips for your what? Entry. That is it. So all these things I'm actually saying, if you don't be on the chart and look at how the structure is, it will look more convincing to you. So all these things that I'm drawing is simple when you actually master your structure and your candles. That's it. So that is that about the daily, daily stuff, the daily structure. So that is how it do goes. So we now in our, do you know, we'll be having our weekly what's it, like we actually check the weekly results of our trades. So when we are doing it weekly like that, every Sunday or every Saturdays like that, you actually know that is when I will be asking questions that, okay, do this for me, do this for me. How do you see this? So that is how you actually know what you're actually doing. Now that is that about that. So I actually, this is the daily structure, daily structure. Now let me input this for you. This is what will actually happen the next one. This is what will actually happen the next one. This daily can do, right? This daily can do. This we have daily break, and we have 4 hours break. If it happens now, if we have a daily break now, we have a daily break. Let me use big stuff. This is a daily break. This is a daily break now. I'm coming. This is a daily break. daily break, right? Daily break. It broke, right? That's daily BMS. Changing from sell trend to uptrend, right? And it's actually end like this, right? This is the daily. The next thing you do is what? The next thing you will do is what? The second day it will be for buys, but actually depend. And if the second day is now showing sell, if the second day is showing H4 sell, like we have H4, a legit sell, right? Is a legit sell. It's a legit sell, like dey strong. You know the legit sell breaking the previous day low or high. So e gave a legit sell like this, and during this movement, it actually came to the 50% of the candle that broke H4. This is the daily break, right? Daily break. That's the daily break. Daily break means the break that happens on a daily time frame. 4 hours the break means the break that happen on the 4 hour time frame. Now the H4 candle ends what? Like the what is it called? 50% of this candle. The Asian ends there like this. Or end in there. The next thing you do, don't say you want to sell o. Buy, because daily is stronger than H4. Buy it at a open and close, or the nearest structure of below the 50%. You buy it, cash out your 50 pips or 40 pips, like that. Do you understand? So this one will sell, it will padà sell. Do you know why? If it ends, if this daily did not break, did not end in this place that same day, and it was like this that day, open for sell, then it will sell. Do you understand it? Watch it again, you understand. Watch it and watch it again, you actually understand. So this is everything about day, like this is everything about daily daily structure. This is everything about daily structure. So, but with practicals, you understand it more and more. You understand? So, thank you. I want you to watch and rewatch and rewatch again for you to understand. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. So, the next one is what you actually watch next.